Hello everyone, my name is Zachary Lehman, and I will be talking about how Instagram is bad on the teenage brain and all the negative effects that it has on us. So the first effect is comparison, and one thing about Instagram is you can see everyone, all your friends, and a lot of the times people will end up comparing themselves to other people, and there will be unrealistic expectations that set standards for people that make them feel worse about themselves, and it is a negative effect on us. Yale Medicine says excessive use can overstimulate the brain's reward center, comparable to addiction. And so a lot of us, and this goes into another problem, is we overuse it, and like it says, it becomes an addiction. And when we overuse it, we see unrealistic standards for our bodies, our minds, and a lot of things. Another thing is cyberbullying. And so cyberbullying is a big one that everyone probably knows what it is, but I have personally never experienced it, luckily. But a lot of it says Yale Medicine, or sorry, not Yale Medicine, the Child Mind Institute says teens miss out on nonverbal cues, leading to misunderstandings and increased social anxiety. So that kind of is a two-way one, where it shows that sometimes you can't express your facial expressions when talking to people on social media, so it can be perceived as something's being said that's rude when it's not, or people hide behind the screen and say things that they wouldn't say to someone's face. And then another thing from what the Child Mind Institute was, they said leading to increased social anxiety, which is very increases stress, and I think we all know stress is bad on our brains. There's been a lot of research. I'm not going to get into that, but yeah. And then the Reach Institute, when I read it, said that social media creates a lot of depression and anxiety and a lot of body image issues, and that kind of goes back to the comparisons. All right. And then my last point is obsession, which I kind of touched on that with the addiction part, but a lot of people, they can't enjoy their time in peace. They need like stimulation for their mind. So a lot of people become reliant on social media, and it makes us worse at communicating, and it affects our mind growth as teenagers. The Pew Research Center said more than 4 in 10 teens, which is 45%, say they spend too much time on social media. And the fact that 45% of teens are even admitting that they spend too much time on social media is something that we need to raise awareness of and be like, hey, we got to start creating I'm losing the words, but
intervention.
Yeah. All right. That's all I have for today. So I think that
We have questions.
Question? Yeah. Question.
Pull up your screen time real quick.
Yeah, how would you address your 8-hour Instagram?
So
use?
I want to see your screen time.
Per day?
No. I want to see your screen time.
My phone is currently videoing, but my screen time last week was 8 hours.
Per day. How would you address
Per day, which is a third of my day. And mind you, I sleep for 8 hours, so basically half the time I'm awake, I am on my phone, and probably about 5 hours of that was Instagram, and
Yikes, bro.
6.5 hours was a total of social media. So like I'm one of those 45%. I spend too much time on it. But yeah, I think that if we create regulations to ourselves and goals with ourselves and encourage others to make goals with ourselves, we can improve it and become a little bit better. All right.